regardless of what the governor says, regardless of what the legislators say, this is a fight for every single one, the 1.1 million Arizona students in this state that deserve better schools than what the legislature provides.
Well, Arizona teachers are taking action. Nearly 50 districts across the state are closed, so educators can fight for the money that they say the state stripped away from their classroom almost a decade ago. The official walkout started when the bell rang yesterday. Hundreds, if not thousands, lined up along 24 miles of Baseline Road during rush hour, stretching from the West Valley to the East Valley, trying to get support for their message out there.
Yeah, this was actually pretty incredible to see with all those teachers out there and supporters. This morning, they are back at it again. Thousands of teachers, parents, and even students will be marching in downtown Phoenix. They're going to start at Chase Field just hours from now.
Yeah, that's where we find Cameron Riddle this morning ahead of that big rally. Anyone out there this morning so far?
No, so far just me and photographer Gibby Parr are holding it down right now, but in a couple of hours, this place will absolutely be jumping with people. Hundreds of schools are closed today. Thousands of kids are at home, and that means tens of thousands of teachers are expected to be down here at Chase Field and then make their way over to the Capitol, where they are trying to make their voices heard, taking their message right to the front door of Governor Doug Ducey, asking for higher wages and better school funding for Arizona classrooms. This move by Arizona's educators comes after weeks of protesting to get the governor to raise their pay by 20% and restore the state's education budget to pre-recession levels. Governor Ducey, who once called the Red for Ed movement a political circus, was originally adamant about not giving teachers more than a 1% raise, but after a strong showing of support from Arizona educators, the governor changed his tune and offered teachers the 20% raise they asked for. But Ducey's plan does not include a raise for all educators, like school counselors who must have a teacher's license, and school support staff, like school bus drivers and classroom assistants, who without them, the school would not be able to function. Now, after a decade of cuts, growing class sizes, books falling apart, buses breaking down, and desks that can barely stand, educators are saying enough is enough.
I've been doing this 30 years, and it was hard to walk out today, but it's necessary. We've waited a long time and been very patient and kind of done now.
Year after year, I taught the last 9 years without a raise, and in fact my take-home pay went down. So yeah, it's absolutely imperative that we get this done.
This is certainly not something that just popped up overnight. This has been weeks in the making, and depending on who you ask, 10 years of asking for those wages and the restoration of school funding. This morning, it all culminates in front of the state capitol, where legislators and the governor will see these teachers asking for more money. It all begins this morning here at 11 at Chase Field, and then makes its way over to the Capitol at noon and an official rally at 1:30. Live downtown, I'm Cameron Riddle, Arizona's Family.
All right, Cameron, I think that sums it so well what that teacher said. A lot of the teachers that we've spoken with have said this is decades of emotions bottled up, and it's finally come to head today. So thank you for that. We'll check in with you all morning long, Cameron.